Hello, welcome to a closer look at DFW businesses. I'm your host, Robyn H. Jimenez, and today we're going to take a closer look at Wombilee. Our guest today is C.Nichole, co-founder of Wombilee and a businesswoman, singer, songwriter, author, the founder of Pan-African Think Tank. Hello, C.Nichole, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So, and I am so glad you can join us today. I have to note that April is National Minority Health Awareness Month. And today, the day we're recording, is International Earth Day, the day that we, talk about how we can better take care of Mother Earth and how Mother Earth takes care of us. So our discussion today is so timely and I'm here for it. So anyway, so tell us what Wombilee is.
Yeah, so Wombilee is a natural menstrual pad company. We have graphene in our pads. So basically trying to take our health back into our own hands. A lot of the products that are out there these days are full of chlorine, dyes, fragrances, and pesticides, and ours are not. It's made with organic cotton as well. So just trying to have a healthier womb, trying to let women realize that it does all begin with you. Population begins with you. So you might want to take care of the thing that is creating mankind.
Exactly, which brings me to the fact that women are the Earth's most remarkable creatures. We actually give life to other human beings. So, but for as long as I can remember, it's been like this big secret that something happens to our body every month and no one's supposed to talk about it, especially in public. But it's the most natural thing, the most common and natural thing in the world. So, but this is 2022. So are we as a society getting better at having this discussion about our bodies, our cycles, and hygiene?
I think so. I think especially with millennials and Generation Z, they're just more open to talk about things. Especially like in the older generations, like the baby boomers, and even some of Generation X. Some things were such a taboo, like period was kind of like a curse word. Like don't say that. But now I'm like, yeah, girl, I just started my period. It's like an everyday thing. Like I know even me personally, I don't even hide my menstrual pads. Like if I need to go to the restroom and change my pad, it is what it is. It's just a part of life. And like you said earlier, like without it, we wouldn't be here. So
Exactly.
I feel like the generations that are, up and coming, and even my generation, I'm a millennial, we're really just about like, hey, this is the facts of life and it is what it is.
And that's so true. So, and this discussion is or this type of business is kind of unusual for us to showcase, but it's not an unusual topic, or it shouldn't be, including men. Why is it important for men to also be part of this discussion?
I was raised by a single dad, so I started my period with a father. So it made me think like, oh my goodness, how many other, single fathers or even just, fathers who have wives, how do they deal with and how do they interact with their daughters with their periods? How do they interact with their wives with their periods? And so it's so important that they know because usually, sorry, men, but usually you guys are the ones spreading the false information about what a period is, what it does to your body, all these myths and whatnot. So, in order to combat that misinformation, it's important that you all are also a part of the conversation, that you all are also learning and not like, oh, I don't want to know. No, you need to know.
That is so true. If you're a father, brother, husband, even a son,
Yes.
I mean, you have to know that this is part of what makes humans humans,
Yes.
you know. So but yeah, that's a very good point. um okay, so as women, we tend to want a natural product, but we also tend to just either buy what we're used to or what we can find. And I don't, what made you ladies decide to create your own natural feminine products?
Yeah, so actually the ideal was birthed through my nonprofit Pan African think tank. I was actually just trying to find pads for um, girls and women that I would come into contact with who didn't have access to it. So I had reached out to several pad companies, and either they didn't want to sell it to me wholesale, or they just were simply not responding. So I'm not an inventor, but I'm an innovator. So I'd rather just take something and do it better. And so I looked at my own pad. Raffinée Lawan, the other co-founder, looked at her pad as well, and it was just like, okay, what are we actually putting in our body? So is there a way that we can also give back based off, my nonprofit, and also just have a better product for women in general, including ourselves as well? So we decided if we were going to do it, we were going to do it right and do it in a healthy way.
So, and so let's talk about the packaging.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I think the packaging is very smart. It looks very much like a woman created it. Um,
I actually created it from top to bottom from a blank canvas.
well, you did a very good job, if I
Thank
have to
you.
say so myself. I'm very impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical when I first heard. I've seen a lot of do-it-yourself items,
Oh yeah.
and it's not always great. But I was very impressed from just the look of the package on the outside when you open it up. I love the way the package opens up. It's very convenient, very thoughtful. But let's talk about the pad itself. The pad is, what is the pad made of? And how is it still so flat? You know?
Yeah, so as far as, so my background is marketing. I do a lot of graphic design. So I love creative control. So from what was in the pad to the packaging, I was like, no, it has to be me if I'm gonna put, my name on the line basically. So um we made the pad to make sure that it had an organic cotton surface. It's also non-woven, so it's breathable. Because what happens is a lot of times the fluid gets trapped in the heat, and that can also breed, yeast infections and whatnot. Also in the pad, so super polymer. It's basically in most pads. It's basically something that absorbs the pad, right? And so ours is just more absorbent. It can hold up to 150 milliliters for a moderate and 200 for heavy. Most pads only hold like 15 milliliters, so a really big difference. Um, Everything in there is breathable, is non-toxic. That's what makes ours different. No dyes, no fragrances, no chlorine, no pesticides. So we just wanted to make sure, and then also the packaging, you can recycle it as well. So that's really what's in our pads. A lot of just cotton, and if you look on most pads, like wood pulp, so it's a paper product as well. So um, just things to just try to make it light. And the thing about the absorbency is, yes, it's a very light pad. It's not until like you bleed a lot that you'll start to see it rise, and that's only because soon as the fluid goes onto the pad, it's trapping the absorbency like super quick.
Okay. And also notice there's a little blue strip. Tell us about that blue strip.
So there's a little strip, the graphene, of course, the graphene in our pad, it is lighter than lighter than cotton, more durable than steel. Basically, the importance of this is to balance your pH. So that is what our pads have that most pads don't have. So it's to balance your pH, inhibit that nasty bacteria that you may be getting. We don't want to put that back into our womb. Also helping with circulatory health, because some women we've heard have stagnant periods as well, so that'll help with that as well. Helping with the metabolic health, that all has to do with the pH. Also, fun fact about graphene, they're also trying to use that now to figure out a way to make clean water all over the world. So
Oh,
graphene has
wow.
cleaning properties as well. So
That's very interesting. And I read that it also helps with odor.
Yes, so our pads help with odor as well. A lot of the times though, what when you get that odor, because it's like your fluid just combining with all those chemicals in the pad. And so since our pad is more natural, it's not, you like I said, it doesn't have the chlorine and the dyes in it. It's cotton.
Okay, that's very interesting. And I want to note that even the cover, the wrapping has no dye.
That's correct.
And most wrapping does have dye because they try to make it cute and whatever. And who cares if you have flowers on your wrapping, you know. But yeah, it's a very thoughtful product from start to finish. And I myself am very impressed with it. Um, Me along with some other ladies have tested it out to see you know what
Hmm.
we like, or don't like.
Right.
Everybody loves that it's flat. Everybody love that it's an all natural product. Well, and I keep saying flat because
It's
that's
thin. Yes, I do not like
that's
anything that feels
important.
like a diaper.
Exactly, exactly. You want to forget that it's there as long as you can.
Yeah.
Uh, so, but yeah, and everybody loved that it's non-toxic, chemical free. They felt very good about it. Um, there was one lady that had a question, and she talked about, she uses the nighttime from one of the other major products, and so she wasn't so sure about using it at nighttime. She didn't feel confident, so she
Mhm.
wanted to know if you're going to make a longer one.
Okay, so we make our pads based off absorbency. So that means we would have to make a super absorbent pad which holds like 250 milliliters, and I hope no one is bleeding that much. I have learned that women are more concerned sometimes with length versus what it can do. So the thing about our product is it is super absorbent. So it's going to catch it as soon as it comes out. And also our product has a 3D leak guard. Most products don't have 3D leak guard, so that's extra protection. So it's going to stop it. It's not even going to let it flow over. So I think us sometimes as women, we're so concerned with, okay, well, how long is it? If I toss it, turn, is it going to get any leakage or not? But we need to be more concerned with how durable is the product that we already have. And so what makes ours better than the other is it traps the fluid quickly, and it has the 3D leak guard. I mean, it also have wings. So that's three layers of protection that we have to think about. So you have to be able to buy products that are already doing the job versus you worrying about, well, is it going to catch it? Well, like, no, this product is not always. This product is not Kotex. This product is going to catch it just with the heavy alone, if the length size you're looking for.
Okay. Then, well, I think it's maybe also a matter of educating women on
Oh, for sure.
the product as well, because, like you said, men have spread the information. Men are the ones that have in the past done the commercials. And I think
Mhm.
as we bring more women to the table and have a more open conversation about, your product and, you know, just the process in general,
Mhm.
what's needed, such as more natural products, then I think people will become more educated on
That is
because
correct. We've
I
learned
learned
that it's
something just
really,
now.
yeah, it's really more of an education thing. Like for me, I sleep in the moderate pad, and that's not even the same length as the heavy pad that's shorter. And it's something I don't worry about. I just came from Panama and I went hiking in my pad because I was on my period. So for me, I'm super comfortable in what I'm doing. We have girls who play sports in the pad. So like you said, it's a matter of education. A lot of the times it's misinformation that, oh, the pad needs to feel like a diaper, be long. Like, well, yeah, if the pad isn't doing its job. So definitely education is key.
Okay, so tell us how people can purchase your product and learn more about it.
Yeah, so we're at Wombilee.com. That's WOMBILEE. You can purchase our moderate pads, which is for regular use, our heavy pads, which is for super use, and we also have daily liners for those women who may not have a period anymore, but we still have you covered. And when you purchase with Wombilee, we have a give back program where we give, since it's Earth Day, we give our biodegradable pads to women around the world. Because what we found is even in some of the places that we want to give these pads to, they don't have the best waste management system. So that's why we chose the biodegradable pads for those ladies.
Which again, very smart. Like, it's a very smart package. It's a very smart product. I'm loving everything about it. So I would have to say, if there's anybody, if you don't need these, somebody who does. So everybody needs to check them out and give them as a gift.
Yes.
I mean,
Period pack.
yeah, it's definitely a product worth giving, sharing, and purchasing. The other way around, purchasing and sharing. So as a small business, of course, we all need support. Small businesses support the community, so we need the community to support us. Tell us how the community can best support you.
Yeah, so guys, you can go to wombilee.com to purchase our products. Also, share all of our educational informationals that we post on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So you can find us on @Wombilee. That's our social media handle for everything, even on TikTok, because education is so key. Because also, when you buy these pads, you're helping us gather those proceeds to give pads to other women around the world. We just did our first gift back in Panama, so we really are giving out these pads. And so we can give out more when you all purchase as well. That's how you can support.
Okay, that sounds great. And I know I will definitely help with the cause, because I believe in, helping our sisters near and far. So, definitely count me in.
Yeah.
So, anyway, is there anything else you want to share that we haven't had a chance, that we haven't shared so far?
Nothing other than obviously we're local. We're two Texas sisters who decided to make this company, not only for others but also for ourselves and for other just women around the world as well. So just know that we are about building a community. We're called the Royal Court, and we would like you all to join us as we just incite this new change. Period. Positive.
Yes. So anyway, that is our show for today. C.Nichole, I'm so glad that you joined us. Thank you so much for having this discussion with me.
Of course. Thank you, Ms. Robyn.
So, and I want to thank our viewers again for supporting us. This has been a closer look at Wombilee. However you say it, it does the same thing. Don't forget to visit us at dallasexaminer.com. Download the app on your Apple or Android smartphone. Follow, like, and share us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Stay safe and join us next month as we take a closer look at another Black-owned business in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.